Hello guys, today we're going to be working on this Kenmore by Whirlpool front load washer. The model number is on the display. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. The first thing we need to do is disconnect the washer or turn it off at the breaker to avoid electric shock. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove our door latch to find out what's going on, because the complaint is that the door doesn't close and it don't even snap when you're trying to close it. It looks like something is broken inside the door latch. And also we can see in the bottom of this strike, that's why they call this clip, they call it the strike, that look like it's broken in the bottom as well. So we're going to be replacing both today. Now today this video is about replacing the door latch when the Whirlpool washer door does not close, but this video will also help you if your clothes got stuck inside while it's not opening. Now we remove this spring. This is the spring that holds the rubber boot, so just use a needle nose and pull from the bottom as you saw in that footage. Now we have access to the door latch, and we're going to go ahead and remove all the connectors. Keep in mind these connectors are secured by those little clips there. They like snap in place, so you have to press and release as you see in this footage. Always take pictures before you remove any wiring. This is the second one. It also got some clips there. You have to press and release and it will come loose. This is the second connector, and this is the third one. This one got two clips also, and you can see right there where those yellow arrows are, where they snap in place. Just press and release. That's simple. So taking it off is not as bad. And this is the part that we're going to be replacing today. There is the model number, the part number, WPA1A2634. If you didn't get that, here's another footage. In this footage, I'm showing you this hook, and I'm going to explain to you why this hook is there. If your washer got stuck with clothes in there, you have to remove that cover, and you will remove the 3 screws that holds the cover in place, the bottom panel, and you will have access to the bottom of this switch, so you can just pull down and it will open the door. So this is if you have a scenario where the door got stuck shut and you cannot get your door to open. Now this is the brand new part. This part is an OEM by Whirlpool, and this is a switch. They have to be pressed every time you close the door, and it have to align with that hole. Just keep it in mind, because this door, the hinge is kind of pushing down every time you close it, but I was not able to get that hinge because it's out of stock and it's discontinued. Now we are snapping all the connectors back in place. When you snap it, you don't have to press the little clips to release anything, because you just snap it in place. So that's more simple. Now we're going to go ahead and put our door latch where it should go and align the switch that I told you before. If that switch is not aligned, you will have issues because the washer will not start. So just keep that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and install the screws. I'm using these T-Torque screws drivers. You can get these pieces to put in your drill or in your ratchet, and you can get it at Home Depot, Harbor Freight, any hardware store will have those T-Torque screws. I believe I'm using the T-Torque 15, and I'm using my drill, but I always recommend to use a screwdriver because this is a plastic latch and you don't want to over torque it and strip it. So just keep that in mind. Once you do that, we're going to go ahead and put this rubber piece in place, and just remember that it has like a hook. There is a metal hook which is part of the panel of the panel of the washer, and the rubber have to be in there. So just, snap it in place. Once you snap it in place, just make sure it's secure all the way around. You have to, push it in all the way around and make sure it's in that hook. Okay. Once you go all the way around and it's in place, you're going to grab your spring ring and also put it in your rubber booth. Now, taking this piece off is very easy, but putting it back on can be very, very tricky. In this scenario, it was not that bad, but sometimes you will need two people to hold it for you. Okay. Now, once you got it in place, hold it on the top with one hand. Grab your needle nose. You see my left hand, how it's holding on the top. And just grab the spring on the bottom and just make sure the spring is in the bottom already when you start pulling, because if the spring it's outside, it's just gonna keep coming off. As you see, that was pretty simple, but believe me, in some models like the LG models can be very tricky. They also invented a tool to be able to put it in place, because you can take basically all day to try to put the spring back in place. Now in Whirlpool models, it's not that bad, but just keep that in mind, that just follow the video and do it the way I did it if you don't want to have any complications. Now we're going to go ahead and install the strike, which is this little clip. You don't go wrong, just put it in place and just put the two T-Torque screws that goes with the clip or strike, however you want to call it. Again, this is plastic, so if you're using your drill, just be gentle. As you see, the door is kind of dropped down, but I look for the hinge and it says that it's been discontinued, and whatever it says that it was not discontinued, nobody have it in stock, so basically they don't make this part anymore. I also have these T-Torque screwdrivers from Harbor Freight. I pay about $6-7, so they're very inexpensive, so you can just get it in Harbor Freight as well. Once you put everything in and everything back together, just start a load. Once you start filling, that means the door latch already locked, and you should just wait a couple minutes, and once it start agitating, that's it. All right, guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.